Thank you for joining with me for the meditation for Lesson 93. Light and joy and peace abide in me. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Take a big 4x breath in through the nose for a count of 4. Hold it, and then exhale slowly for a count of 8. Hold it at the bottom, and then repeat that 3 more times. The self you made is not the Son of God. Therefore, this self does not exist at all. Your sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Salvation requires the acceptance of but one thought. You are as God created you, not what you made of yourself. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Let us put away our foolish self-images and spend this time trying to experience what God has given us in place of what we have decreed for ourselves. You are what God created or what you made. One self is true, the other is not. Experience the unity of your one self. Appreciate its holiness and the love from which it was created. Try not to interfere with the self which God created as you by hiding its majesty behind the tiny idols of evil and sinfulness you have made to replace it. Let it come into its own. Here you are. This is you. And light and joy and peace abide in you because this is so. Light and joy and peace abide in me. My sinlessness is guaranteed by God. Light and joy and peace abide in me. This lesson is among the more important ones in the workbook, for it provides clear descriptions of both selves. The lesson ends with light and joy and peace abide in me, our true self. But before we can reach that glorious truth, we first have to work through the ego's opposition. We are not asked to trade the little self we made for the glorious self that God created. This would be too threatening. We are simply asked to understand that the light in ourselves' truth, the self we made, makes no sense. Jesus wants us to begin the process of questioning the validity of everything we believe we are. So thus, the kindly reflection of the one or the other principle, God or the ego, is the choice between the separating attacks of the ego and the healing forgiveness of the Holy Spirit. With either choice, our self remains until the end, when even the right-minded self gently disappears into the heart of God. The reason we can do much for the salvation of the world is that God's Son is one. This theme will return very shortly. If myself is one, an indivisible part of perfect oneness, the whole sonship is contained within me. Yet this is not the me that is the home of evil, darkness, and sin. Therefore, what enables me to save the world is to save my mind, accomplished by the diligent practice of the lesson for the day. I accept that what Jesus teaches is true indeed, as I accept my resistance to this truth. In that honesty, my resistance will gently dissolve, leaving only the light and joy and peace that abide in me, God's Son. Thank you so much for joining with me today. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you tomorrow.